Hello, welcome to the session 6 of module 2 of the subject digital signal processing, that is fast Fourier transforms algorithm, which is prescribed for the 5th semester electronics and communication engineering. First, let us have the learning objectives of this session. Here, we will be considering radix 2 FFT algorithm. We will be beginning with radix 2 FFT algorithm. Then we will be going into decimation in frequency FFT algorithm in detail. Then we will be considering the computational efficiency of decimation in frequency FFT algorithm. Afterwards, we will be finding the DFT of some of the sequences using DIF FFT algorithm at the end of this session. So now let us begin with this session. First consider the classification of algorithms for finding DFT. Okay, broad classification. According to broader classification, it is first classified into a divide and conquer approach and linear filter DFT as linear filtering. So if we consider only the divide and conquer approach, there are mainly three sub classification, that is radix 2 FFT algorithm, radix 4 FFT algorithm, and split radix algorithms. In that we are mainly concentrating only on radix 2 algorithms. Okay, so our the radix 2 FFT algorithms, there are two, again we are classifying into two algorithms. This FFT algorithm is developed by Turkey and Cooley, and so here according to the classification, in the previous session we considered the radix 2 decimation in time FFT algorithm in depth. In this session, now let us find, or let us see the details of radix 2 decimation in frequency FFT algorithm. So to begin with radix 2 DIF FFT algorithm, first let us consider the sequence x of n, which is having n number of samples. So our x of n is a length n sequence, that is it is having x of 0, x of 1, x of 2 up to x of n by 2 minus 1 till x of n minus 1. So there are n number of samples. So the endpoint DFT of this x of n is given by x of k which is equal to summation n varying from 0 to n minus 1 x of n into wn raised power of kn for the value of k is varying from 0 to n minus 1. So here what exactly we are doing is, as it is a radix 2 DIF FFT algorithm, the basic concept behind this radix 2 algorithms is we are dividing till we obtain 2-point DFTs. So in this particular decimation in frequency algorithm, what exactly we are doing is we are splitting or we are decimating the time domain sequence x of n into two sequences of length n by 2. That means two n by 2 length sequences we are having as first half and last half. That means second half. So first half sequence is represented with x of 0, x of 1, x of 2 up to x of n by 2 minus 1. Second half sequence will be from x of n by 2 up to x of n minus 1. So exactly half and half we are splitting. Then if we represent DFT of that splitted sequence x of k, which is equal to summation n varying from 0 to n by 2 minus 1 x of n into wn raised power of kn plus summation n varying from n by 2 to n minus 1 x of n into wn raised power of kn. So this is DFT of first half sequence and this is the DFT of second half sequence, which is equal to summation n varying from 0 to n by 2 minus 1 x of n, as it is we are writing wn raised power of kn. Here what we are doing is we are adjusting the index just by changing the value of n. Oh, so summation n varying from 0 to n by 2 minus 1. See, you can observe here it is n by 2 to n minus 1, but we have rearranged. So n is varying from 0 to n by 2 minus 1. X of n is replaced with x of n plus n by 2. So n is what we are doing exactly is we are replacing n by n by 2, n plus n by 2. So x of n plus n by 2 into w n raised power of k into n plus n by 2. So if we simplify, x of k is equal to, this will be same, that is x of summation n varying from 0 to n by 2 minus 1, x of n w n raised power of kn plus, we are taking this term outside because this will be free. See, if we expand this, the second term will be free of the lowercase n. So wn raised power of k into n by 2 will be taken outside of the summation. Summation n varying from 0 to n by 2 minus 1, x of n plus n by 2 into wn raised power of k into n. This term we are considering here. As we are knowing that wn raised power of k into n by 2 is equal to minus 1 raised power of k, as wn raised power of n by 2 is minus 1. So our wn raised power of k into n by 2 can be written as minus 1 raised power of k. So using this property, we can represent x of k as summation n varying from 0 to n by 2 minus 1, x of n into wn raised power of kn plus minus 1 raised power of k into summation n varying from 0 to n by 2 minus 1, x of n plus n by 2 into wn raised power of kn. So further, if we simplify this, we obtain x of k is equal to summation n varying, as we are adding these summation limits because the index or the limits are same in both the terms. So summation n varying from 0 to n by 2 minus 1, x of n plus minus 1 raised power of k into x of n plus n by 2 whole thing multiplied by wn raised power of kn. Now, if we decompose our DFT x of k into even index sequence and odd index sequence. Okay, so even index sequence is represented by x of 2r and odd index sequence is represented by x of 2r plus 1. Here, the value of r is varying from 0, 1, 2 up to n by 2 minus 1. So, both our x of 2r as well as x of 2r plus 1 are having n by 2 number of samples. So, if we write this x of 2r and x of 2r plus 1, we obtain x of 2r is equal to summation n varying from 0 to n by 2 minus 1, x of n plus minus 1 raised to power of 2r into x of n plus n by 2 whole thing multiplied by wn raised to power of 2rn. If we simplify this, we obtain x of 2r as summation n varying from 0 to n by 2 minus 1, x of n plus x of n plus n by 2 whole thing multiplied by wn by 2 raised to power of rn. And we can replace the term within this bracket with g of n. And if we write x of 2r, then that will be equal to summation n varying from 0 to n by 2 minus 1, g of n into w n by 2 raised power of rn for all the value of r varying from 0 to n by 2 minus 1. So our x of 2r is now representing n by 2 point DFT of g of n. Similarly, if we consider x of 2r plus 1, which is equal to n summation n varying from 0 to n by 2 minus 1, x of n plus minus 1 raised to power of 2r plus 1, x of n plus n by 2 whole thing multiplied by wn by 2 raised to power of 2r plus 1 into n. If we simplify this, we get summation n varying from 0 to n by 2 minus 1, x of n minus x of n plus n by 2 whole thing multiplied by wn raised to power of n into wn by 2 raised to power of rn. And if we replace these terms in this bracket with h of n, we can represent x of 2r plus 1 as summation n varying from 0 to n by 2 minus 1, h of n into wn raised power of n into wn by 2 whole raised power of rn. This is for the value of r which is varying from 0 to n by 2 minus 1. So it is an n by 2 samples. This x of 2r plus 1 is having n by 2 samples. So from this discussions, we can say our x of 2r and x of 2r plus 1 are n by 2 point DFTs of g of n and h of n. Also, our g of n is equal to x of n plus n by 2 and h of n is x of n minus x of n plus n by 2. So, for specific value of n which is equal to 8, we can write our g of n as g of 0 is equal to x of 0 plus x of 4. G of 1 is x of 1 plus x of 5. G of 2 is x of 2 plus x of 6. And G of 3 is equal to x of 3 plus x of 7. Similarly, we can write for n is equal to 8, h of n can be written as h of 0 is equal to x of 0 minus x of 4. H of 1 is equal to x of 1 minus x of 5. H of 2 is equal to x of 2 minus x of 6 and h of 3 is equal to x of 3 minus x of 7. So if we write the flow graph after this first stage of decimation for value of n is equal to 8, we can write like this. We can observe here, see x of 0, x of 1, x of 2, x of 3 up to x of 7 which is in natural order. This gets converted to two 4-point values g of 0, g of 1, g of 2, g of 3 and h of 0, h of 1, h of 2 and h of 3. This is after first stage of decimation. You can observe here these values. Now, if we follow the same decimation process till we obtain n value as 2, that is 2-point DFT, we have to follow the same step as we did here, as in the first stage. So for 8-point DFT, for 8-point DIF FFT, we have to have 3 stages of decimation. Okay. Then if we follow all these things and if we write the reduced flow graph for n is equal to 8, then we obtain like this. See, x of 0, x of 1 up to x of 7 is divided into two 4-point values, and these two 4-point values are taken as input to the inputs to the second stage of decimation. Output will be these values. The output of the second stage are considered as inputs to the third stage. Here we will be obtaining 2-point DFTs. So we stop decimating here. So at the end we obtain the output, that is DFT of the corresponding time domain samples x of n, that is x of k. But observe here the outputs are not in order. They are not in the normal order. But the input to this are in natural order. But output is in scrambled order. We can call this order as bit reversal order. So because of the jumbling of the values, we obtain the outputs in bit reversal order. So basic butterfly for this DIF FFT algorithm is this. So here this butterfly operation, this is the current input value, current input, and this is the current output. Current output x of m plus 1 of p is x of m plus x of xm of q. Xm plus 1 of q is given by xm of p minus xm of q multiplied by the twiddle factor wn raised power of r. So using this concept, let us solve some of the numerical example. So first one is what they have given is they have asked us to find the DFT x of k using DIF FFT algorithm for the given sequence x of n is equal to cos of n pi by 2. Okay, to solve this, first what value of n they have given is 4 and we need to derive the values of x of n. So if we substitute value of 0 as n as 0, cos 0 is 1. Okay, if value of n is 1, cos pi by 2, that is 0. If n value is 2, cos pi, that is minus 1. If value of n is 3, cos 3 pi by 2 is 0. So x of n will be 1 0 minus 1 0. And we require the twiddle factor W4 raised to the power of 0 as well as W4 raised to the power of minus 1. So W4 is nothing but Wn, that is e power minus j 2 pi by 4. So it is cos 2 pi by 4 and sin minus j sin 2 pi by 4. If you substitute the powers, you obtain w4 is power of 0 as 1 and w4 is power of 1 as minus j. Now, for value of n is equal to 4, the DIFT FFT algorithm can be written like this, the flow graph. So, we are taking the input in natural order. X of 0 is equal to 1, x of 1 is equal to 0, x of 2 is equal to minus 1, x of 3 is equal to 0. So, if we follow the butterfly operation, the output after this particular stage, what we obtain is 0, 0, 2 and 0. These values are taken as input to the next stage. And if we calculate the outputs, what we obtain here is, we obtain x of 0 as 0, x of 2 as 0, x of 1 as 2 and x of 3 as 2. So, x of k for the given x of n is 0, 2, 0 and 2. This is the solution for this example. So, now let us consider one more example. Here, they have given x of n is equal to n plus 1 for the value of n varying from 0 to 7. And we need to find DFT using DIF FFT algorithm. So what we need to do is, first we have to derive the inputs, okay, for the value of n is equal to 8. So x of n, if we substitute value of n as 0, x of n we obtain x of 0 as 1. If value of n is 2, x of 2 is 3, like that. So x of n we obtain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. And we require the twiddle factors W8 here, that is W8 par 0, W8 par 1, W8 par 2 and W8 par 3. If we derive the values for this, what we obtain is W8 par 0 is equal to 1, W8 par 1 is 0.707 minus j 0.707, W8 par 2 is equal to minus j and W8 par 3 is equal to minus 0.707 minus j 0.707. So, if we substitute these input values along with this twiddle factor to this complete reduced flow graph for finding DIF FFT algorithm for n is equal to 8, what we obtain is this x read. We are giving the inputs in natural order. X of 0 is equal to 1, x of 1 is equal to 2, x of 2 is equal to 3, x of 3 is equal to 4, x of 4 is equal to 5, x of 5 is equal to 6, x of 6 is equal to 7 and x of 7 is equal to 8. So, input in natural order. Outputs from this first stage are 6, 8, 10, 12, minus 4, minus 2.828 plus j 2.828, j4 2.828 plus j 2.828. So these are the outputs from the first stage that we are taking as input to the second stage. So after finding second stage of computation, we obtain the outputs as 16, 20, minus 4, j4, minus 4 plus j4, j 5.656, minus 4 minus j4, j 5.656. So these outputs of the second stage now we considered as inputs to the last stage, that is third stage. So after accepting these inputs and after calculating, what we obtain, the outputs are the 8-point DFTs of the corresponding time domain samples x of n. That is x of 0 is equal to 36, x of 4 is equal to minus 4. X of 2 is equal to minus 4 plus j4. X of 6 is equal to minus 4 minus j4. X of 5 is equal to minus 4 plus j 9.656. X of 5 is equal to minus 4 minus j 1.656. X of 3 is equal to minus 4 plus j 1.656. X of 7 is equal to minus 4 minus j into 9.656. And we can observe here, for the given or the input natural order signal, we obtain this output which is in bit reversal order. So, the x of k, that is DFT of the corresponding time domain samples x of n r, we can write it as x of 0, that is 36, minus 4 plus j 9.656, minus 4 plus j4, minus 4 plus j 1.656, minus 4, minus 4 minus j 1.656, minus 4 minus j4, last minus 4 minus j 9.656. This is how we can find 8-point DFT of the corresponding time domain signal using DIF FFT algorithm. Now let's consider one more example here. In this case, the given input signal x of n is 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2 and 1, and we need to find the DFT x of k using DIF FFT algorithm. So now let us solve this. What the value they have given is, the n value they have given it as 8. So the corresponding time domain samples are 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2 and 1. So we need 4 values for Tweedle factors, W8 par 0, W8 par 1 and W8 par 2 as well as W8 par 3. So W8 par 0 is 1, W8 par 1 is 0.707 minus j 0.707, W8 par 2 is minus j, W8 par 3 is minus 0.707 minus j 0.707. So for doing this, we have to write the flow graph first. After writing this flow graph, we have to give the input values. We have to write the inputs in natural order. So x of 0 is equal to 1, x of 1 is equal to 2, x of 3 is equal to 4, x of 4 is equal to 4, x of 5 is equal to 3, x of 6 is equal to 2 and x of 7 is equal to 1. After applying this input and after doing the first stage of calculation, we obtain the outputs as 5, 5, 5, 5, minus 3, minus 0.707 plus j 0.707, minus j and minus 2.121 minus j 2.121. And now we are considering this output of first stage as input to the second stage. And if we do the calculations, we obtain the output of second stage as 10, 10, 0, 0, minus 3 minus j, minus 2.828 minus j 1.414, minus 3 plus j, 2.828 minus j 1.414. So, and now we consider these outputs as input to the last stage. And if we perform third stage of computation, that is last stage, we get the outputs x of k as x of 0 as 20, x of 4 as 0, x of 2 is equal to 0, x of 6 is equal to 0, x of 1 is equal to minus 5.828 minus j 2.414, x of 5 is equal to minus 0.172 plus j 0.414, x of 3 is equal to minus 0.172 minus j 0.414, x of 7 is equal to minus 5.828 plus j 2.414. So 8 point dft x of k of the given x of n can be written as 20 minus 5.828 minus j 2.414 0 minus 0.172 minus j 0.414 0 minus 0.172 plus j 0.414 0 and last minus 5.828 plus j 2.414. Now let us see some of the differences between radix 2 DIT FFT algorithm and radix 2 DIF FFT algorithm. As we know, basically these two comes under radix 2 FFT algorithms, which comes again under divide and conquer approach of finding DFT. As we know, these two algorithms are given by Cooley and Turkey in their work of FFT algorithm. We can consider this whenever the value of our n is a composite number. Okay. So now if we come for the differences between these two radix 2 DIT FFT algorithm as well as radix 2 DIF FFT algorithm, first point to be considered is in which domain we are splitting. That means whether in time domain or in frequency domain we are decimating. So first difference we can see here it is in case of radix 2 DIT FFT algorithm, our x of n is decimated. That means time domain sample or samples is decimated here. If it comes under this radix 2 DIF FFT algorithm, x of k is decimated. So here we are splitting the frequency domain sequence. Okay. Now the second difference is giving the inputs. Okay. So in case of radix 2 DIT FFT algorithm, we are giving the inputs in bit reversed order. So here it is not in normal order or not in natural order. Instead, it is in jumble order. So here it is in bit reversal order in case of DIT FFT algorithm. If you come for DIF FFT algorithm, the input will be given in normal order. Okay. So next difference is output from the DIT-FFT algorithm is normal order, is in normal order. So natural order, in natural order we are going to obtain the output. But if you come to our DIF-FFT algorithm, the output will be in not in order, not in natural order. Instead, it is in bit reversal order. Okay. So next, if you come for next difference, if we come under radix 2 DIT FFT algorithm, here each stage of computation, the twiddle factors are multiplied before addition. If you try to remember, the butterfly structure comes under DIT FFT algorithm, our twiddle factor Wn will be multiplied before the addition. But if you take a radix 2 DIF FFT algorithm, where in each stage of computation, the twiddle factors are multiplied after addition. Okay, so these are the main differences between radix 2 DIT FFT algorithms and DIF FFT algorithm. Now, let us see the similarities of these two algorithms. Okay, so if we observe the same point DFTs, finding using DIT-FFT algorithm and DIF-FFT algorithm, the similarities what we can observe is, first similarity we can observe is, if n is equal to 2 per nu, then the algorithm is consisting of new stages of computation. In radix 2 DFT FFT algorithm also, if n is equal to 2 per nu, then the algorithm consists of new stages of computations. That means in both DIT as well as DIF FFT algorithm, what happens, if suppose if we consider 8-point DFT, then value of n is equal to 2 per 3. So for finding 8-point DFT, we require 3 stages of decimation, both in DIT FFT algorithm as well as DIF FFT algorithm. This is the main similarity between these two algorithms. So next similarities to be considered is total number of arithmetic operations required. So in case of DITFFT algorithm, there are n by 2 log n to base 2 complex multiplications and n log n to n log n to base 2 complex additions. Similarly, our DIFFT is also having the same arithmetic operations, that is n by 2 log n by n to base 2 complex multiplications as well as n into log of n to base 2 complex additions required here. So these are the main similarities between radix 2 DITFFT algorithm and radix 2 DIF FFT algorithm. Hope you understand the concept of decimation in frequency FFT algorithm here. So now let us see the learning outcomes. We tried to explain the radix 2 FFT algorithm. We begin with that. Then we went into this decimation in frequency FFT algorithm in detail. Then we took the computational efficiency of the algorithm. After that, we considered some of the illustrative examples for finding DFT using DIF FFT algorithm. For references, you can consider the book written by the Prokis and Monolokis in their work Digital Signal Processing Principles, Algorithms and Applications. Second one you can refer to book written by Li Tan and Jean Jiang in their book Digital Signal Processing Fundamentals and Applications. And you can also refer to the book written by Mr. Uday Kumar S in his book Digital Signal Processing. And for this session,